Today we're going to install an LED replacement bulb in the Rebel 500 here. The stock lights just pretty much suck. They're not very bright, not very noticeable, dimly lit on the road, don't light the road very well. So we're going to replace the headlamp with a LED unit that should fit nicely by Mictuning. So we'll swap that out and give it a test and a little side by side so you guys can see, but should be much brighter than the stock and just light the road up better, and hopefully will fit in the housing. The Rebel has a very small housing, so it's kind of tricky to fit. So I picked a specific bulb that should help us with that, and let's take a look at that. These are the LED headlights by Mictuning, guys. These ones I think are going to fit good because they don't have the power control box. Typically most LED headlights have a separate control box for a power regulator. These have them built into the base, so this should help install in the tight area. So basically we just have to plug that into the stock connector and we should be up and running, and it's going to help with the install, just take up less space without that control box since everything's all in one. Fully waterproof. I run these kind of headlights, or actually a different model of these, but in all my other bikes, and they've worked great for years, so pretty excited to try these out, see how they compare. Another great feature of the Mictuning headlights is a removable base plate. That's what lets you put the base plate in and then lock the clip down and then insert the bulb and lock it into the base plate. It just makes it a lot easier to get them in, especially because that little metal clip that goes around the light. With the fan on these, it makes it hard to get that clip around. So with a removable base plate, it makes it much easier. So installation should be fairly easy. These are H4 bulbs also, guys. That's what you're gonna need for your Rebel. It takes an H4 bulb with high low beam. Should be a direct replacement. 2 bolts on either side will remove the back housing so we can get access to that headlight. Once those are removed, the housing just snaps off. Not a lot of room in here, not a lot of real estate, but I think the fan should fit nicely in this portion, and then there's some dead space up here. So what I'm planning is, since we don't have the added control power box on these kind of LEDs, we can put the stock plug up here with the Mictuning. It should fit fine, and then the fan right here, and everything should still fit in the stock housing without any real configuration changes. Basically we're just going to pull this connector off, the stock bulb to separate, and then this little boot comes off, which you can just pull off to expose removing the stock headlight. After that, we just have your typical metal clip style that holds the bulb in place. Go ahead and just depress that, flip the clip out, and stock bulb should pop right out. And the nice thing I love about the Mictunings is, so now we have this plate. All we have to do is put this plate in and clip it down, and then we can insert the bulb with this already secured. And then we just insert the bulb into the marks there and twist it, and it will lock in place. So that way you're not trying to get the whole bulb with the fan and everything in there, which can get a little awkward. So this will make it a lot easier to mount. So we're just going to insert this in there and lock it down with a clip. And now we can just position the bulb in like so. And then rotate it to lock it in place. And this one has stopping lines, so you can kind of position the armatures and you look inside and see where it rotates till you get the little fins just right. So now this is all in, locked just fine. We don't really need the rubber boot back on there because the LED headlight is fully waterproof and sealed, so it's not going to be an issue. And now the nice thing is, see, we have all this real estate up here. We can take our stock connector, plug it in, and then hide this right up here, which should not interfere with the closing of our case at all. Everything should fit just perfectly when we put the cap back on, and now we have an ultra bright LED headlight. Another nice thing to note, guys, is with these designs of the Mictuning ones, you can actually get the rubber boot back on there and mount the fan. So you would install the base plate, put the rubber boot on for the sealing around the headlight, and then insert the light portion, and it all fits in there great. So everything's gonna fit great, button back up good. So just another thing to note why these ones are better than most. Space savings, and they actually fit with the rubber boot. A lot of times you have to cut or modify the boot because the fan doesn't give enough clearance to put the boot on there, but these, everything fits, so all the stock stuff remains. This housing has this nice big cutout right where the fan is. Circulation, air circulation problems should be no issue at all. Especially since LEDs already run a lot cooler than halogen bulbs. We should have no problems with air circulation or any issues with the bulbs. Real quickly, before I screw this housing back on, we're just going to fire the bike up, make sure the LED kicks on, high-low beam works, before we button everything back up. So yep, get a nice bright LED light there. and then high beams, low beams. So definitely LED headlight works, plug and play replacement, fits perfectly, looks great, looks not all yellow like the old stock one, but just tons brighter. I guarantee it's going to be way brighter at nighttime than the stock bulb, with a nice beam cast pattern. So it should be really great, guys. And then there is the fan on there, and that is barely audible. I can barely hear it at this point. First we'll take a look at just the stock headlight in daytime, so you can kind of see how bright that is and get a comparison for after. This is daytime, keep in mind. So this is just the stock headlight, high and low beams. So there we go, guys, installed. That took all about 5 minutes, and now we have a nice white bright LED headlight that's going to light up the night way better than the stocks. Link to the ones that I purchased down in the description, and there's also a discount code if you guys want to save a few bucks while you're picking one up. But plug and play with a Rebel, great affordable price, high quality, looks great, way brighter than stock. Now we'll do a night shot just so you can see an idea of the beam cast and the high and low beam, how bright it makes it. So here's the running regular low beam at night, and then versus the high beam. So you can see very directed, very bright compared to the stock. Definitely, if you have the stock ones, you know how crappy those are, but the low beam just illuminates everything so well. It has a nice low cutoff, so it's not blinding people in front of you. Of course, you can always adjust in the headlight itself, but again, just a great, super bright LED headlight. The Mictuning, guys, L1, super easy install. At night, guys, just super bright, obviously going to draw attention, so people are going to see you coming, and just help light up the night better for you as well. As again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out the description. There is a discount code on these, so if you're interested in getting some for your Rebel or bike, these H4s fit great, and I have a feeling most other bikes you're not going to have any problem installing them, just because of the new design. Fits with a rubber boot if you want to use that. Plug and play, takes up less space with the removal of the power adapter brick that most LED headlights have. So yeah, Mictuning, great product, guys. Like I said, I use them in all my bikes and my car. Just a great value. Been running them for years. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked it. Give a thumbs up if you did. Leave a comment below if you got any questions. See you in the next one.